Welcome back guys to my weekly countdown series. My name is Silent Core and today I'm going to be bringing you the top 10 fully upgraded fastest cars and vehicles that are available in GTA Online. I'd also like to give credit where credit's due to Brofy. He's actually put together an amazing spreadsheet with the top speeds of every vehicle by class. So what I've done is I've used that to pull together in this video and bring you guys just a definitive list of the top 10 fastest in the game. I will have this spreadsheet linked down in the description if you want to read it in more detail, but without further ado, let's get into the top 10 fastest vehicles. Coming in first at the number 10 spot is the Hakuchu Drag motorcycle. Now the 10th and 11th place were actually tied in top speed with 126.5 miles per hour, so I want to give a mention to both of them, the Hakuchu Drag and also the Nero supercar. So for the Hakuchu Drag, you can pick this up for $976,000 from Legendary Motorsports, and it is actually faster than the Shitaro in terms of top speed. But in terms of most racing tracks where you're going to be going around corners and braking, accelerating, the Shitaro will come out on top because it does have much better cornering than the Hakuchu Drag, although it does have the better top speed. Up next at the number 9 spot is the Vagner, and this just has a fraction of a miles per hour difference with 126.8 miles per hour. And the Vagner is actually a relatively new vehicle just added on the 30th of June as a continuation of the gunrunning DLC. And it costs a very expensive 1.53 million from Legendary Motorsport. At the number 8 spot is a motorbike. This is the BF400 and it was added as part of the Current Stunts update. And this one, as you can see, it gets a pretty good boost from its wheelie and has a top speed of 127 miles per hour, which actually does tie with the number 7 spot that we're going to see next. And this bike is quite similar to the Sanchez. It's a dirt bike and performs pretty well off-road as well. And you can pick this one up for a very affordable $95,000 from Southern San Andreas. Super Autos. I nearly messed up that name there. At the number 7 spot is the Italia GT Custom, which was added as part of the import-export update, and it does share the same top speed as the BF400 with 127 miles per hour. And this vehicle is the custom variant of the Italia GT, which costs about 1.1 million from Benny's original Motorworks, and then an extra $500,000 for the conversion, so it does work out to be quite an expensive vehicle. Next up is actually one of my current favourite vehicles for stunt races. I tend to always use the Nero Custom. It seems to be a very good shout for most stunt races in this superclass, and this is the Nero Custom. It is obviously the custom variant of the original Nero, which made it to, I believe, 11th on my countdown list of fastest vehicles. And the custom does have an increased acceleration and speed over the default vehicle, and a slightly higher top speed of 127.3 miles per hour. Now the original Nero will set you back about $1.4 million from Benny's original Motorworks, and then to get the custom conversion, that's an additional $605,000. Now, although the Nero Custom is only 6th in this countdown and there's several supercars with a faster top speed, I just tend to always love the Nero Custom. I use it all the time. It's just an extremely well balanced car for all types of cornering and acceleration around most tracks that aren't basically a drag race like I'm showing you in this gameplay. Next up is the X80 Proto supercar, which has been in the game for quite a while now. I believe it was added with the Further Adventures and Finance and Felony update, and it has a top speed of 127.5 miles per hour, which ever so slightly beats the Nero Custom. The X80 Proto is also a very well performing car. It handles pretty well with great traction, and it's available for a hefty 2.7 million from Legendary Motorsport, so definitely try and pick this one up in a discount week if possible. At the number 4 spot is the Hakuchu, and it is a very powerful motorbike that was added as part of the Last Team Standing update a very long time ago, and it has a very solid wheelie boost to boost the top speed up to 131 miles per hour, and this vehicle is available for a very reasonable $82,000 from Southern San Andreas Super Autos. At the number 3 spot is the Banshee 900R, which makes it into the number 3 spot with a tied top speed with Hakuchu in the number 4 spot with 131 miles per hour. Now this is a wide body variant of the Banshee and costs $565,000 to convert at Benny's original Motorworks. And although the Banshee is actually a sports car, when you do the conversion at Benny's original Motorworks, it actually increases the acceleration and top speed, I guess, so much that it had to be upgraded into the Supers class. At the number 2 spot, and this is the fastest motorbike in the game in terms of top speed, which is the Banshee 801 with a top speed of 131.5 miles per hour. This is very fast indeed. And although this bike does handle pretty well, it's got great acceleration, it's actually completely outclassed around a track by the Shitaro and even the Hakuchu drag that made it lower down in this list. However, in a straight drag race, as you're seeing in the gameplay, the Banshee will definitely come out on top. This bike is also actually super expensive. It's going to set you back $15,000 from Southern San Andreas Super Autos, so I'd also recommend picking this one up on a discount week. That was a joke, by the way. And that leaves me with the number 1 fastest car in GT Online, which is the 811, and this one was added with the Further Adventures and Finance and Felony update, and has a ridiculous top speed of 132.5 miles per hour. And this is a seriously fast car to even outclass the motorcycles, and it's just the best option for competitive, long straight races. However, this car does seem to struggle with a lot of corners around most tracks, and the lack of handling really hurts its performance just around most general racing tracks. According to Brophy's testing, the 811 isn't even in the best 20 supercars in regards to lap times, so with corners and braking involved. So it's quite insane to see the 811 all the way at the number 1 spot for the fastest vehicle in the game. However, it doesn't even make it into the top 20 for actually realistically using in most races. So that was the top 10 fastest cars and bikes in GT Online in terms of top speed. If you want to see my top 10 recommended racing vehicles for most situations that actually have cornering involved, I'll put a link to my top 10 must-own racing vehicles, and it basically counts you down the best bikes and cars to use in different situations and classes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave it a like, it's only 1 click and really helps out and supports this series, and also subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. I do a new countdown every single week with a new theme. Have a great day guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Sick, I'm in Los Santos, dodging missiles, dodging bullets, coming at me now.